This man is an athlete.
All right, second and final bantamweight. 36, Mouin Ғафurov is 28. Kong taller by fight of the night is upon us. Kyung-Ho Kong, slight underdog tonight. He's a couple of inches. No issues on the scale for either man. 5 inches in ridiculous. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen,
for Kyung-Ho Kong. All right, now for the...
this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC. Fighting out of the blue corner, a bantamweight division. Introducing that Sambo fighter, holding a professional record, 7 inches tall, weighing in at 136 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 pounds. Fighting out of Dushanbe, Ғафуров, Kazakhstan, Mouin Ғafurov. And now, introducing his martial artist, holding professional record, 19 wins, opponent. Fighting out of the red corner, a big 1 no contest. He stands at 36 pounds. Fighting out of 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at South Korea, Mr. Perfect. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mark.
This is Mark Goddard. Will also handle the main event later tonight. Robert Whitaker and
Goddard.
Arguably the best of the Bikram Aliskerov. Now it's the bantamweight of the UFC due to his mandatory military service. Kyung-Ho Kong was out from September of 2014 to January of 2018. He draws Mouin Ғафurov tonight. Ғaфurov in black. Kong, he's been in a pretty good active competition cycle of late. He's in what?
And Michael talked about his jab. He's very good everywhere. It's a matter of him just kind of jab is good. And he's very technical. He doesn't waste action. Piecing these fights together and then being on a pay-per-view last fight. And not took a nasty calf kick there.
Nasty calf kick. But as you
saw fighting on ABC, he has the ability to compete in front of a lot of people.
But the jab, it is a beautiful weapon that he has. He's got a 5 for the taller opponent. But what would minimize a reach advantage as well? So it's the perfect tool advantage, throwing kicks, because legs are longer than the arms. There's one.
Another.
Takes him off the feet. And so far, Ғафurov landed a few nice ones.
And that's one thing that if you can develop that, if you can develop a kick off of it, you can get that timing. You really can get good at landing that outside calf jab, because you got to extend on the front foot to throw a jab if you can.
That's a nice entry.
Yeah, nice.
Quite flexible enough. He didn't move the hips, to be fair, did Kong. On a platter or a Goga platter there, but not quite.
Oh, nice elbow. Big elbow by Ғaфurov. Well, you got to be careful, right? Because it looks like...
So the guard's wide open for Ғaфurov to pass.
Kyung-Ho Kang was putting his feet on his hips.
Yeah.
Pass with the hips in the half guard. And if you try to pass, then that's when they usually kick you off. But there he did it. I love the direction he's getting from the corner, telling him, don't elevate your hips. I see a lot of fighters, when they're trying to, all your movements, you need to make sure your hips stay low. Change position, their hips come up and they rush, and they usually get bumped into. Now Ғafurov's doing a really good job of staying heavy.
And so far, Kanga's
or they get bridged into and they lose position.
Right? He's got a pretty decent defensive guard. He's tying him all as well. He's re-guarded, so he's doing some nice things off well. He's not taking too many blows. He's trying to hit a sweep here at his back, but it's not enough to win.
Do not use led with the head, Goddard all over it.
The head in that position.
Yeah, that was interesting. Ғафurov sort of...
Yeah, we used to do that back in the day. If you drive the head right into it, it is super painful. Certainly against a wall or a fed under the chin, you find like a little cut placement and you drive it, so you can make somebody tap doing that.
You just cheated your...
I cheated my way to the most significant strikes.
Whole career is what you're saying.
Yeah.
You've literally listed 4 ways to cheat since we started this show.
If you were with one of those guys that was annoying, like yourself. I'm saying in training, DC.
Okay. Yeah, you'd have hated training me.
Oh, I'd have hated training.
Fellas, former middleweight champ Robert Whitaker faces the Dagestani destroyer Ikram.
You for sure.
Coming up later today on ABC, Askarov, the UFC live here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for the first time. ABC and ESPN+.
Ken Crowley comes up, because I was about to say that was
5-fight main card coming up 3 p.m. Eastern today on ABC.
2 fights in a row where guys have been far too content laying on their
fly hooks to elevate him, gets back to the feet. Now he's
back.
I mean, that was really nice work. Used the butt in the driver's seat. He's got one hook in. He's got to control himself, wrapping up the neck as well. He's not under the chin, but he is very fair in case he falls off, but a very dominant position in his placement.
That was such an explosion. Now we know why he wants this fight on the ground. I was a little concerned by Kang. Once he changed his position, are confused as to why he took this fight to the ground.
Smiling,
to the booth. We're right
smiling
back
at
to
us.
Oh, a little wink from
Deep breath. How you feel? Okay? Breathe. Okay. Shoot it. Stay on those toes. Work our level. You're going to want to take this to the ground again. We won that round. Let's keep. We need one more in the back. Changes. 12-10. Okay? Hit that. If we end up on top, in any scrambles where we lose the putt, I want you to stand up. Okay? Let's go. Okay, one more. Let's go. Let's go. Get this one.
UFC Fight Pass is the exclusive home to global power house combat sports organizations like Cage Warriors, Cage Fury, LFA, and full history of UFC, WEC, and Pride FC events with the world, many more. From every corner of the globe, also you can access the world's largest combat sports library. Download the UFC app now. Limited time offer, by the way, 35% off for a year, not too much. Sign up for UFC Fight Pass to start streaming. Shabby.
As was the action in right start, got the takedown, but look at that.
Well, the coach
round one, not shabby at all. Ғафуров got off to a great.
Coach told Ғафуров he's going to want to take the fight to the ground, that he can, and gets taken down. He sat on his feet. Let's be careful. Ғафурov goes and throws the hardest punch. It threw a looping right hand. King does a great job. Get top control. He can't find his way in a position where he can either do level change and taking him down. And what we saw at the end of the round is if King can do damage or chase submissions.
Well, as you know, DC, it's all about controlling those. You want that big finish, so you're swinging for the fences, but you got emotions. You're on a big stage. It's the first UFC fight in Saudi Arabia. You've got to control yourself as well, because obviously when you swing, and now he's on his back. And you open up things for your opponent, such as take that. Kang looking really
right
smooth, passes to the mouth.
His hips down, guys. Look at how he's got his hips down.
Textbook style.
Look at him keep flat, making sure that Ғафуров can't bridge into him.
Yeah.
So he just kind of clears him with his feet. Great job by Kang. Every time Ғафurov tries to get his heels into the mat, he knows he's going to explode.
Right now, Ғaфurov, he's throwing those little hammer fists. What he needs to get one hook back. The first step to doing that is get onto his side. He's got to escape mount position. On your side, using an elbow, pushing it into the thigh. Yep, he is.
Yep.
And Ғafurov's got to be trying to reclaim guard.
Well, he's walking him up into an arm triangle.
Careful.
And if you're King, you take your time. Only take it when it's ready to be finished. And don't rush it, because you don't want to give up this position. Right now, you stay heavy. You find Yep, you got to the leg. Watch triangle here. Opportunities to strike, because generally, he's going to get out now.
I mean, hard to see from this angle.
Attack the arm now. He's got to attack the arm. Oh, that's a tight.
Oh, yeah.
Is it good job? What was that reaction? What was that reaction? What was that reaction? He just stayed there until Ғафurov. Oh, King didn't move. Oh, because he was going to grab me. I'll take his back.
Well, he waited too long, because now Ғафurov has got back control. Landing knees. Just react. But instead, he stayed on his knees, and Ғaфurov took his back. Now, it would have been so easy for King to just react. A round that he was so clearly in control of will start to back facing Ғaфurov. I do swing back in the opposite direction if he doesn't attack the hands and get himself. I do like that about Ғaфurov, though. I've noticed he loves to go for those foot stomps. He takes the advantage to do so.
couple.
At any time, he can land a
Fringe fence grabs maybe from Kyung Ho Kong. Mouin Ғафurov was 0 for 6 on his takedowns again. It's John Castaneda in his UFC debut, 0 for 1 in a short fight against Saeed.
Kyung Ho Kong needs to attack the hands. Mike, you're
Magomedov has yet to be credited with a takedown tonight.
talking about Ғафurov throwing those punches from the bottom. Does nothing.
No, absolutely nothing. But this does something.
Him throwing punches from the back like that, throwing back elbows, does nothing.
Turns into his opponent, talking about Kang, gets the underhook. That's a nice combination. That was beautiful work. Now he's got separation. There's that jab.
What a sequence there by Ғафurov.
Rips to the low kick. Body comes up top and hits him with a hard.
He's got to push him up against the octagon side. Use that octagon to kind of bridge into him.
You hear John Wood to our right trying to prioritize to the submission. Guys finishing the round in a good dominant position as opposed cracking right from Ғафurov in the clinch. Nice jab.
And that was an amazing combination. It really was.
Combination. Jab by Ғaфurov.
There it is again.
That's a knockdown.
And the body.
And now the left hand.
50 seconds. The way they're throwing, somebody's going to go.
Wayward shot late,
Stuffs it.
Man.
Down.
Couple nice counters in there by Kong. What a close to round.
That left hand hurt him bad.
That was
Mouin Ғaфurov.
fun.
Sit down. One more round. Listen, every time you walk, we can finish this guy, okay? Deep breath. To strike, we got to hit, we have to move, okay? He's going to shoot on you. I need you to go 12, 10, and move. 1, 2. His leg is damaged. Move. Hands first. 2 strikes, we move. He's deep breath. Mouin, this is it right here. You're going to shoot, okay? Breathe. Deep breath. To win this fight, you go out and win this fucking round. You can finish this guy, okay? Deep breath. You keep his feet on you keep him standing, and it's over. Everything we have now, smart, sharp, okay? He's hurt, split, boom, overhand, finish on the road. This is it right now. Let's go. This is it. This is it right now. Mouthpiece.
Right here you see when Ғафurov was able to find space, he put the pressure on Kong. And look at this. Mike, that is a combination you practice on the pads. It doesn't body shot, left hook, right kick. I mean, it worked in real life, but it just did.
More impact, get the finish. They firmly believe that. Well, every shot had a lot of impact as well, and that's what they're calling for in the corner. Mouin Ғaфurov, if he commits to the shots, will get a finish this
round. Wood in the corner. He understands that Mouin Ғafurov is
round.
Yeah, that's about as animated as I have seen John in dire need of a UFC win, and he feels like a finish as well.
Mark, he's connecting on the chin, and he was very, very close to
within reach.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, but he has the power to do it, and he's finding them a finish at the end of round 2.
More importantly, though, round. But then Ғaфurov goes in and engages in the clinch, and now he's back. It was the body language and the way Kong looked at the end of that with the grappling. He won't finish this fight grappling, I don't believe. I believe he'll finish.
I don't know if instincts took over or what.
Well, sometimes it does. Some
just fight on the feet.
Well, his head coach wanted no grappling, and
sometimes you're just in autopilot. But right now, John Wood, to your point.
This is worst case scenario. This is worse.
He's screaming his head off, and he does not look like a happy man.
Worst case scenario. Look at that. Worst case
for quite a while in round 2.
Yeah, but Kong is going to have the scenario here for Ғaфurov.
Well, this is where they were.
Actually take some chances because he gave that second round a little bad at the end of the round. So now, just to control that way, when Ғaфurov was able to reverse him and then hurt had at the beginning of round 2 will not be enough.
Kong had man, they would posture up, they would sit up high and just rain down blows.
He's got to take some chances to try to finish.
I mean, back in the day when people, you can't do that now because everyone's so skilled that as soon as you posture back to their feet. However, to your point, take some chances like that. They're going to escape. You're going to get reversed. They're going to get back.
But that's why many actually prefer a 3/4 mount opponent anymore. It's too hard to keep control of it. To a full mount.
Or a half guard.
Yeah, most don't take full mount.
Nicely done, though. Back
Now
on the
he should
feet.
break. He should break. Ғафуров needs to let go of the leg and underhook. There it is.
Ғафurov, huge welt right on that orbital. Oh, that left eye is bothering
He needs to go back to those low kicks. Any shot, to be honest, because when he connects, he does a lot of damage.
Body shots.
The body shots. But this is crucial, and he loses one step ahead in these situations. That is the position. Loses the scramble. Kang is just
Probably hard for Ғафurov holding on to that foot.
Yeah, he's got nothing. But he's got something there. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't got a position that he can win necessarily. Although he did turn it into a successful scramble.
It appears as though the Ғaфurov corner, all right, under 2 minutes to decide it, is looking for either some separation or hands clasped behind Kong. Ғaфurov goes with the latter. Appears as though
We're coming to the end of round 3. It's only natural, but now
fatigue increasingly becoming a factor.
Yeah, it's been a high-paced. I say it all the time. Who's in the better shape? Who did the work? Who can dig deep? Did the road work? Got out of bed at 6 a.m. Put the miles in.
Yeah. Former strawweight champ Rose Namajunas is on a quest for gold in a new division. The future Macy Barber, who's won 6 in a row. It's the UFC's vision, but to keep on ascending, she'll have to get past the oncoming force. John to Denver since 2018, and it goes down Saturday.
I'm surprised Ғафurov is content.
July 13th, 10 p.m. Eastern on ESPN.
With this approach, with success on the feet. The clinch against the fence. He had so much.
Potentially a big, his third secured on 9 attempts.
You should have told him, DC.
Takedown here for Kong late in round 3.
He had his toes in the fence.
We have a guy named Manir in there.
You know, I have an issue.
Keep your toes out that fence.
Well, I don't know if we have a... I don't know.
Sometimes with this whole toe in the fence, you're allowed to push. They make too big of a deal about that, if you ask me.
But if you're
on the fence with your feet, sometimes your toes get tangled in it. I think
you're Kong, you have to know that you gotta
look like a nice right hand connection for Ғафurov.
Finish. You have to know, right?
Oh!
Fantastic.
Spinning wheel kick!
Shots!
Whoa! Mouin Ғaфurov nearly gets close.
Wow.
Kong! Seconds to go!
Massive
knockout at the horn, but the scorecard and Kyung Ho Kong go. The days will be needed as Mouin Ғafurov stance. What a way to put a capstone on that decision. Coming up next from Riyadh. Third and final round by Mouin Ғafurov. Official Well, big-time shake-up to UFC 303 last week, but Saturday light heavyweight champ Alex Poatan Pineda putting his title on the line. What a card we have got in store for you next Saturday against former belt holder Yuri Prochazka. It is UFC 303 National Fight Week 2024. You can buy UFC 303 right now to close out a spectacular month of action at Internet on ESPN+. As we, of course, highlight here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen,
There's some memorable International Fight Week moments. Now,
ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Mouin Ғафурov.
All right, so Mouin Ғafurov getting that green stripe on his Wikipedia page. Congratulations to the native of Tajikistan.